Hello friends and welcome to the lecture. So students, as we know that we are covering the national integration. Okay, that's the topic on which we have been discussing right now. And if we talk about you can say the topics that we have scheduled for the discussion under this particular series of the national integration. All right. So basically these topics are the introduction part. Okay, the meaning of the national integration, the aims of the national integration, the roles of various factors that promoting the national integration, obstacles to the national integration. What are the obstacles here? National Integration Council and the National Foundation for Communal Harmony. Okay. So these are the topics that we have scheduled for the discussion under this particular series. If we talk about the topics that we have covered so far, so basically we have done with the introduction part. We have done with the meaning of national integration. The topic on which we have been discussing right now, that is the aims of national integration, like why we are focusing on the national integration, what is the aim, and the topics that we are left with, we haven't started them. These are the roles of various factors in promoting national integration, obstacles to the national integration, National Integration Council, National Foundation for Communal Harmony. These all are the topics that we have scheduled for the discussion. Okay, so this is a picture that we have created so far altogether. I hope that you have revised the previous lectures in the well enough manner, because in the previous lecture we have covered these important topics. Like first, we have covered the basic introduction regarding the national integration, like what is the national integration, why do we need it. Okay, that is the most basic thing. Thereafter, the formal meaning of the national integration we covered. Okay, and the two main aims of the national integration we have also covered. Okay, so that's why it is highly recommended to you. Kindly revise the previous lectures before you come for this lecture. Okay, because if you will try to skip the lectures and directly come to this lecture, you won't be able to grasp the picture properly. Why? Because the picture you are looking for, that has been started from the introduction part, not has been started from this lecture. Okay, so this is the thing that I wanted to tell you and I have told you. So it's my request, kindly go and check that. Okay, so basically these were the previous aims, like promoting unity and oneness. We have covered it. Okay, thereafter the mutual respect and understanding, we have covered it. Now another aim was eliminating discrimination and prejudice. This is the next thing. And here, if you try to understand the meaning of this particular thing, first word that you will notice here, that is the eliminating. It means that removing the thing that is already existing, then only you could eliminate it, right? If the thing is not existed, then you could prevent it. All right. So remember, here we are going to talk about the discrimination and the prejudice, and we assuming or not assuming, but it is basically it is actually in the country. Okay, because here we will try to form out the ground image, not the moral image. That's the thing, right? What I'm saying, we are going to formulate a ground image, not a moral image. Okay, so on the ground, the discrimination and the prejudice existed. Okay, they exist. Okay, so eliminating what? Discrimination and prejudice. Okay, so basically it is made up of three words. First is the discrimination, and second is the prejudice, and the third one is the elimination. If we talk about the discrimination, like what do you mean by the discrimination? So discrimination in the general sense, if we talk about it, then we can say, suppose I have 5 things, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, how many things I have? 5 things I have. Okay, out of 5, I like A and D the most, B and C second, and E is the third. AD is my most preference, BC second preference, E is the totally third preference. So what I am doing here? Basically, I having several things and I am giving priority to the certain things and ignoring the importance of others. All right, that is the thing. So this is the discrimination. Discrimination is basically the act of giving prioritizing to certain things while deprioritizing, or you can say ignoring the certain other things, like I'm doing here. Okay. Secondly is the prejudice. Prejudice is basically, you can say that suppose you are going into some new job, okay, or you can say you have joined some new department. When you go there, okay, through your colleagues and through all, you notice that basically they are talking about the certain seniors, and they are saying that these seniors are this and that, and they have this bad habits, they have this and all, okay, and you are listening them. You never met these seniors, but you are listening them. So what will happen? That your mind will adapt certain things about the seniors. Okay. The things that you have listened about them. And then what will happen? That ultimately you will start thinking in a certain manner regarding them. If I'm saying that your senior is a bad behavior person, even he is behaving normally with you, but because you have listened that thing, then what you will do? You will start judging him as the rude and the bad behavior person. Okay. And ultimately you will formulate the image. Similar things happen in the society. Okay. Like prejudice is the act of creating a perception, a perspective regarding something. Okay. Which might be not in the reality, but it is in your mind. Okay. That is the thing. So basically these two elements existing in the society. Okay, clearly I'm speaking, clearly I'm telling you, these two elements already existing in society, we are not creating them. Okay, and that's why we are eliminating them, because they had already in the society. Okay, this thing is clear. Now let's move forward. So the national integration aims to eliminate all forms of the discrimination and prejudice, okay, that is based on the ethnicity, the language, the religion, or any other differences. Okay. Like basically, I have told you in the starting of this lecture, Indian society is not a homogeneous society. Okay. Indian society is a heterogeneous society. So what is the homogeneous and the heterogeneous? Homogeneous is a thing that when all the things are same in us all manner. Okay. For example, if you having the pen, blue pen, all right, of a company like Renault's, you having the blue pen of Renault's company. So you have 10 pens. Okay, you have 10 pens of the Renault's blue pen, blue ball pen, you can say. So all the pens are same. These are the homogeneous thing. In a certain manner, heterogeneous is a thing when all the things are different in all manner or certain manner. Okay. For example, like if we talk about all manner, so you having the ball blue pen of different companies, 10 pens you have. All these pens belong to different companies, so they are different in all forms. Their design may be different. Their refill may be differently filling. All right. Their pin top and all that will be different. If we talk about only a certain manner, then you can say, suppose you having the blue pen of Renault's. Okay. You're having them. But you having another models. Like if you have been using the blue pen of Renault, then you know there are total 10 or more models of the Renaults in the market. All right. So each model is having the different characteristics. Some is for smooth writing, some is for bold writing, some is for fast writings and all. Okay. So these are the certain manner. So if we talk about the Indian society, then Indian society is a heterogeneous society. The elements of the society, the people of the society, they might be differs from each other in all segments or in certain segments. Okay. And this could be understood through the meaning of ethnicity, language, and the religion, and other differences as well. If we talk about ethnicity, so what is the meaning of ethnicity? Okay. So ethnicity is basically, you can say, describe the particular region, okay, tradition, and the custom of particular place. All right. For example, you can say, if we talk about Punjab, whether it's a Punjab of India or whether it's a Punjab of Pakistan. Okay, their ethnicity is the same. Why? Their language is same. Their physical structure is almost same. Okay, their way of talking, their customs, their tradition is almost same. So they having the ethnicity. Similarly, if we talk about Tamil people is also belong to the Tamil ethnicity. If we talk about Kannada people, Kannada ethnicity, Malayali people, Malayali ethnicity, Telugu ethnicity, Northeast ethnicity. So basically, on the basis of some region, the people having the different characteristics that we count under the ethnicity. Same language. Okay, like if we talk about the North Indians, the North Indians speak the language Hindi, but Hindi is also differs. Like if we talk about Haryana speaking Haryanvi. Haryanvi is also a form of Hindi, but their way of speaking, their words and all differs from the Hindi that we speak in Uttar Pradesh. Even in Uttar Pradesh, the Western Uttar Pradesh speaks the Khadi Boli or the Khadi language, you can say. While the eastern part of Uttar Pradesh speaks Bhojpuri. All right. This is also count under the Hindi. All right. Religion, of course, some is belong to the Hindu religion, some is belong to the Muslim, some Christian, Sikhs and all. Okay. So basically on the basis of this, we create that difference in the society. Like the elements are not the same, but differs. Okay. So here you can say that creates a difference. Now let's take back the previous example that we had taken of the things. Like I have the 5 things. A, B, C, D, and E. All of them are the power banks. Okay. And all of them belong to the same company. Then if all of them are the power banks and belong to the same company, so it means they will be a homogeneous group. And if this is the homogeneous group, then I have no basis for discriminating. Okay. Why? Because all the things belong to the same area. But if I having the another example in which I have the 5 power banks A, B, C, D, and E. All of them belong to the different companies. Then their characteristics may be different, and on the basis of this, I could create a difference between them. I could discriminate them. So because in the society we having the differences on the basis of ethnicity, language, religion, caste, race and all. So because of this, we could create a discrimination. Like we may prefer the Tamil ethnicity over the Punjabis, or we can prefer the Punjabi ethnicity over the Tamils. Okay. Similarly, the people having the discrimination on the basis of language. Okay. Like almost in every state of India, there is a different language. Okay. So you have heard about this discrimination. Like someone who belong to certain state who speak the different language, he go to the another state where people speak different language. So he will be finding it difficult to indulge with the people, and even the people discriminate. Okay, they might not give the preference to the person because he is not belong to the same language group they belong to. Similarly with the ethnicity and of course the religion. All right. So first is that if we formulate or if we promote the national integration, it means that instead of having these differences, if we promote the integration of the entire nation, then what will happen? All forms of discrimination that will be created on the basis of ethnicity, language or religions, these will be eliminated first because they existing in today. Second is the prejudice. Prejudice is giving a perspective or taking the perspective. All right. Like we can say, if someone belong to the different area, different caste, different race, then while living in the society, we heard so many things about them. Like I'm not going to mention any caste. Okay. But it is, you can say quite obvious in the country. If someone belong to the A caste, okay, then he will hear something from the family, from the society, that the B caste is bad in certain areas and all. Okay, they have this. So while they are listening these things, what is generating? The perception is just generating. Might be the person who belongs to the caste B. That person is not likely that. But because you have heard about his caste from the society and all, so automatically you will start judging them. Okay, instead they are behaving normally, but what will happen, because you have heard that thing, you generated a perception in your mind regarding them, you will start judging them, and you will assuming that yes, they are in the right way. And what will happen, that will create a difference that will not let the national integration fulfill. Okay, so the discrimination and the prejudice, in short, are the main elements that we are required to eliminate from the society in promotion of the national integration. Okay, why? Because if we eliminate them, so this will creating an inclusive society. What is the meaning of inclusive society and exclusive society? What do you understand by them? Okay, that is required to understand. So let's share. So the exclusive society is that society in which the elements that differs, that shall be exit from the society. Okay, for example, if a particular place is having the society is having the group of people that belong to the A religion, all right, then what will happen? Suppose the person who belong to the religion B, they going there, then they will eliminate them. They will not absorb them as a part of the society. They will say, because you not belong to our religion, because you not belong to our language group, because you not belong to our ethnicity, our caste, our race, so we will not accept you. We will not accept that you are living beside us. They will eliminate. But in the inclusive society, if certain place is having the ethnicity A, language A, religion A, caste A, race A, and the person who belong to the B ethnicity, language B, religion B, or caste B, they will be easily included in a society. Instead of getting eliminate them, the people will welcoming them. So basically, if we will able to eliminate the discrimination, and the discrimination is basically generated from the prejudice. Why? Because normally we have generated or we have developed certain perception regarding certain castes. Okay, so if we will able to eliminate these both things, then ultimately our society will become welcoming and inclusive. It means that doesn't matter whether you belong to the certain ethnicity, whether you belong to the certain language, certain religion, doesn't matter it. You will be welcoming the society. You will be included in the society. So everyone will have the equal opportunities and treated with dignity and respect. Okay, equal opportunities means like national resources will be equally provided to all individuals, whether they belong to the certain ethnicity, certain language, or religion, and they will be treated with dignity and the respect. Okay, if someone belongs to the other caste, still the person will have the individual dignity. They will be promoted as the dignified person, and respectively they will get the respect. Okay, so this is the thing. So I hope that eliminating discrimination and prejudice is cleared in your mind. All right. Next is the building a cohesive and harmonious nature. Okay, cohesive and harmonious nation. And the third word here is the building, like we are building it. Okay. So this is the thing. So what is the significance of the word cohesive and the harmonious here? Okay, so what do you understand by the word cohesive? First is that, and what do you understand by the word harmonious? This is another thing. So just try to find out the meaning. It is a question to all of you. So basically, if we go by the first word, that is the cohesive. Okay, so cohesive is like when every element of the certain thing is fit with together in the technical sense. Okay, like you can say, suppose if you are building certain wall, all right, so what you require the most, you require that the brick that you are using in building of that wall, that brick will have thus almost similar dimensions. The breadth and length and the height of the brick must be same. If that will be differed, what will happen? First thing, you will find a difficulty in building of the wall. Why? Because every brick is different from the other brick in the structure. Second is, if somehow you created the wall, all right, still the wall will not have that much of strength. Why? Because the wall may be, you can say, collapsed, or you can say maybe weak. All right. So cohesive is meaning, it means the bricks, if they having the similar structure, they will be created as well. All right. Similarly with the nation. In nation, we are building a nation, so we must require the cohesive approach. It means that all the segments of the society, all the segments must have the similar structure. They must have the similar dignity and all. Thereafter, the harmonious. What is the meaning of harmonious? Harmonious is means instead of the differences, still everyone respecting each other, everyone is welcoming to each other. Okay, then only the nation could be called a harmonious nation. Okay, so we can say the ultimate objective of the national integration is to build a cohesive and the harmonious nation. Okay, and this could be achieved by ensuring that all citizens feel a sense of belonging and motivate to contribute to the country's progress. Okay, like if we want to build a robust nation, if we want to build a united nation, the first thing is that we must ensure the feeling of, or you can say the sense of belonging. If everyone feels that they belong to India, instead of feeling that they belong to the certain religion, they belong to the certain caste, they belong to a certain class, language, or ethnicity. Okay. Second is they must be motivated instead of contributing to their segments of religion, language, and all. They must contribute to the country's progress. If we will be able to motivate them to do this and to feel the sense of belonging, then only we could make a cohesive and the harmonious nation. Everyone will give its contribution in building of the nation, okay, in country's progress, that is the cohesive, and everyone will be harmonious to each other. It means that everyone will understand the importance of another person, then only the nation could be called an cohesive and the harmonious nation. And that basically involves creating environment where people that having the diverse backgrounds, they belong to the diverse fields, they can live and work together peacefully. They can live and work together peacefully. All right, because they are required to live on the common land, common territory of this country, and work. It means that they are required to use the common resources that we have in the country, and that could be only involved by generating the sense of belongingness and by motivation of contributing towards country's progress. Okay, so this is the thing. So students, basically in this lecture we have completed till here. In the next lecture we will continue from here. Till then, just revise the facts and figures that all we have discussed in this lecture. Be ready for the another lecture. With this note, let's end this lecture and thank you.